Hey guys, Monkey's Nuts come here. Right, this little vlog is going to be basically about car care for the winter. Preparing your car for winter, getting it ready for... Wow, this person's seriously going around the outside of the roundabout. That was dangerous. Yeah, so, do you get your car ready for winter? I mean, personally, I obviously normally have a bottle. I put de-icer in the screen wash, and I always keep a what's it called? You know, the little, like the spatula type thing that you use for window scraper. I normally keep one of them in the boot just in case. I also have a life jacket in the back, as well as an extended wheel wrench, just so it's easier to change the wheel if sort of needs be. But in terms of the actual car, I don't really get it ready in any way. I don't really bother with winter tyres, because we don't live in the kind of country where sort of like studded tyres and things like that are required. But you see, I always like to keep, I like to have the idea of actually having like a bottle of hot water or something, just in case things get quite bad and you need to de-ice something quite fast. But then if you put hot water on, that hot water will end up going cold, so it'll end up freezing again. So there's kind of a point to doing that, but no, we've been forecast quite a bad winter this year, with quite a lot of snow predicted as well, actually, because we had a very mild winter last year. It was wet and windy, but apparently this year it should be dry and quiet, to be honest. Well, not quiet, but snowy. Dry and snowy it should be this year. But it should be interesting with, well, it'll be interesting driving through it anyway. Because obviously I haven't driven, well, I've driven through one winter, but obviously that was really sort of, it was actually a forgiving winter, to be honest. For my first time driving, I'm glad the weather wasn't really bad, because obviously I wouldn't have been able to handle it. Now I'm a bit used to the car and everything, I should be alright. I mean, obviously everyone's going to take care when it snows and gets icy and stuff. Luckily I've actually got a temperature thing in my car which tells me when the temperature's like really low and that, so hopefully that should give me a bit of an idea as to how to drive as well. So when it goes obviously below 0, that's below freezing temperature, so now today I've just headed up from Bodelwyddan, and I'm heading up the back of Engine Hill right now, and then this road should bring me, to the top of Badger Alley. Actually, I think I've done a vlog down here before. I've driven down here before anyway. But there's a tractor coming. Now, it should be alright really, as long as I take care of and everything. What was I saying? Yeah, do you actually prepare your car for winter or anything? Do you bother putting like snow studs on or anything like that, or snow tyres or winter tyres? Or do you just keep your car bog standard and then just hope for the best, basically. Or do you pack anything in your car? Because in France they brought out the law that technically that everyone should have a high visibility jacket in their boot. They released that quite a while ago, and it was very quietly released. But what the majority of the French people actually do carry not a life jacket, a high vis jacket in their boot. I don't think a lot. I don't think not a lot, basically. But no, I always keep it in there just for emergencies, and it has come in handy. The one time that I ran out of fuel on the way home from work, I'll probably just stick a little clip in here of that. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, that little episode basically was I was very grateful of having a high vis jacket, to be honest. Number one, because it kept me a bit dry, because it started chucking it down with rain, obviously, and because I was on a very, very busy main road there with, well, I was actually at the end of the dual carriageway with sort of like 60, 70 mile per hour traffic coming towards me. It was very convenient that I had that, because obviously it improves visibility and I stick out, basically. So my car effectively had a high visibility jacket on it as well. So yeah, I have driven down here. Here's this little bridge thing that we came down. I think this might have been for the Halloween vlog, actually. I came down here. It was chucking it down then, wasn't it? Well, no, not chucking it down. I think it was raining a little bit. I want to try and go somewhere different. I don't want to really be repeating the same places I've been in my previous vlogs. So we'll go up here and try and see if we've got a little turning that we can take. Yeah, I've been busy lately with work and stuff, college and going out with mates and bits like that. I haven't really been doing a lot, to be honest. I've got quite a bit planned for my car. I'm going to be, well, I've still got to paint the wheels, which is quite an easy job, to be honest. I've got all the stuff. I just need time really to be able to take them off. But this Friday I'm free, so I'll be doing them. But anyway, I'm going to paint the brake calipers. Get up this hill. Yeah, I'm going to paint the brake calipers probably sort of like a nice darkish blue. I might paint the rear drums as well. Either that, or I'll just put some rust protector on them and then sort of make it look like they've been painted. With the actual car, I'm going to be lowering it at some point. So I'm going to be using lowering springs and that. Right, I think I went left here, so I'm going to go right this time. Oh, no, wait, no. I got that wrong. I went right last time, now I'm going left. Yes. Confused myself there. Yeah, so I'm going to be lowering it. I'll be putting an induction kit on it. And I keep having people say, are you sure your car doesn't have a turbo? Because it makes like a little whine as I accelerate. And I've looked up my car online, and it doesn't have a turbo on it. Well, it doesn't as far as I know. But if anyone could sort of like fathom out why it's got like a little whine when I accelerate, or sort of like, well, actually no. The thing is, with this car, it's got two levels of throttle really. It's like now I'm in sort of like sedate mode. I'm not really on the throttle much, or if I am on the throttle, I'm doing it very light. But then if I put my foot down, it sort of kicks into another level, which basically just sort of, I don't know, it kind of gives me more power. And that's what's made me think that it actually has a turbo. The fact that it kind of kicks up when I put my foot down. I mean, the exact car that I've got is the Peugeot 207. It's the M-Play Special Edition model. The M-Play bit is the important bit, because I thought this was just a basic bottom of the range thing. And I don't think this is a HDI, because you can get a 1.4 petrol bog standard, and you can get a 1.4 HDI. Now then, if anyone is watching this, well, hopefully there will be people watching this, and you can find out if this does or does not have a turbo, then that'll be great. It'll also be brilliant if you could sort of actually help me work out why my car has that whine then. All the belts and the fans of everything fine. It made this noise before and after it had a head gasket replacement. I just haven't got the faintest idea why it makes that little whine. So if you know why, please tell me, because I'd like to know. And if I find out that this car does have a turbo, or maybe standard it doesn't have a turbo and someone might have put one on it, I don't know. That wouldn't make sense though with the previous owners, because this car had two previous female owners before me. One of them was certainly a parent, because somewhere in the dashboard there's actually this little toy stuck, because when I go around a corner quite harsh, you can hear something go either side, so it sounds like there's like a little toy car or something in the actual dashboard. So right, what's there? That's a farm. Now if any of you can sort of like help me work out all these little noises and stuff that my car is actually making, that'd be greatly appreciated. But no, if my car does have a turbo, it means that number one, I could do a couple of things to it. I could put a dumper valve on it, which I just like them for the sound mainly. They just sound awesome. The fact that when you're changing gear, it goes. I could upgrade the turbo. You'd have to do a fair bit to be able to upgrade it, like actually to the engine, but actually I probably wouldn't touch the turbo. I'd probably just leave that and then just do things around it. But no, I'm going to be putting an induction kit on it, which is a bog standard thing. All I need to find out is the diameter of the hose that I need, and then that should be it really. Because in the induction kit you get the cone and everything, and all the straps that you need. But there's a certain part on the current air filter system that all I need to do is measure it, and then I can pick which kit to go with, basically. Squirrel. So yeah. Another concern that I've been having actually recently, on a totally separate thing, is I've been very close to spinning out twice and then I have actually spun out twice. The first time I spun out was it was actually quite dangerous, to be honest, because I was going around a left-hand bend on a country road. I wasn't going around there as fast as I normally do because the ground was a little bit damp, but I went around, and then the front end must have just got some grip because the back just stepped out all of a sudden, and I was lucky to control that, to be honest, because it was low speed and everything. I did actually get that on camera, which I'll stick in here. Oh shit in hell. Oh wow, nearly went. But no, the second time I had a friend in the car, my camera wasn't on, and well, this is a nice little, oh, I know where this is. Yeah, anyway, the second time I spun out was faster. I was going around a large roundabout. I wasn't going fast or anything, I was doing a normal speed, and the back end started stepping out on the bend, so I corrected, and I mean, straight away I knew that I'd corrected too much. Because I corrected too much, it meant that the car basically did a 180-degree spin the other way, and where's this now? Oh, I know where this is. Right, we're going down this way because Henfan is down here, which is a nice little town. Yeah, I did a 180-degree spin, which meant that I was facing the way that I'd actually come, and I was very, very lucky. What's going on here? Yeah, I was very, very lucky that that there wasn't any other cars on the actual road, well, behind me anyway. There was a 4x4 waiting at the junction, which I was just about to pass on the roundabout. He just waited there until sort of like I actually turned around, and then he took the opportunity whilst I was facing the wrong way to go. It was late at night. Well, not late at night, but it was night time, so the road was actually quiet, which is really good actually. Yeah, that was scary. I mean, the back stepping out wasn't scary because I had that happen in my Fiat. It was just the fact that when I corrected, I knew it was straight away. I knew it was too much. I'd corrected, and that's what caused me to spin. So yeah, hopefully nothing like that happens again. But you see, the thing is, I thought, right, something must be wrong with my tyres, so I checked them when I got home. They were absolutely fine. They've got loads of tread left on them, that none of them have bald, none of them have even got bald spots on them. They're not really old. One of them is actually new as well, so I don't really get why all of a sudden when it gets a little bit wet I just keep losing traction. The tyres haven't perished or anything. They're all pumped up correctly. I don't know. The roundabout wasn't off camber, it's just a bog standard roundabout. So, I don't know, it was really weird. But you see, on two other occasions I've nearly spun out. I mean, on the camera you can't really see it, but I mean, there was the small roundabout in St Asaph, which I'll stick in here, and then there was the dual carriageway, which I'll stick in here. So yeah, those two. I don't know. I don't really get why I don't get why the back ends keep stepping out. Basically, all the tyres are fine. The wheels have been put on the correct way as well, which is another thing. God, that lorry's bombing it, isn't he? Just disappeared. I don't know. I'll just have to take more care on junction bends and things in bad weather. But actually, another thing is that I'm going to be buying some wheel spacers. I just popped into Halfords before to actually have a look to see what size they had and what prices they were, but they were quite dear actually. Because I'm going to need extended wheel bolts as well. That's another reason I went in there. But I've got a voucher for Amazon, so I think I'll just buy the spacers and stuff off there. But yeah, no, I only need spacers for the rear wheels because they look a bit silly, really, being in a bit too much. So whether or not that's actually having the sliding effect, I don't know. But I mean, I'll just have to see, because obviously wider wheels at the back will give me more, well, balance at the back. Whether or not it'll stop me sliding out, I don't know. We'll just have to see, I guess. I just hope that it doesn't happen again, and it's a busy place, it's a busy junction or something. Because actually, that's another thing, who would actually be at fault then? So if I spun out due to it being, I don't know, rainy, icy, alright, say, because winter's coming up, if someone spins out because it's icy, and then someone else crashes into them because it's icy, are both of those people driving without due care and attention? Or, I don't know, because in this country we're not used to weather like that. And the first bit of snow, everything stops. I'm gonna keep going. Actually, I was gonna turn right there, but I decided against it. Yeah, well, I mean, who's at fault? Is it dangerous driving? Is it careless? Because everyone's obviously taking care in the ice, but there's only so much care you can take. So, I don't know, what are people's views on that? I mean, obviously everyone leaves stopping distances and things like that, but there's only so much you can do. It's like this little bit of road here, this is really bad in the wet, never not to mention the actual line in the snow. I don't know. We'll see anyway. So that's pretty much been up. I just cannot speak anymore. I don't know why, I just can't get my words out. But anyway, that's pretty much been it for this vlog. I will catch you guys later then.